In the Cupids Chase 5K in Latrobe, PA today. There's a bunch of Cupids chases around the area. I don't know how many they actually do, but I did the one in Latrobe. It's my traditional one. I've done that for this is at least like the 4th year I've done it. I've won the previous 3 times that I've done it. This year I finished 2nd overall in 18:02. Probably 15 to 17 seconds off of last year's time. I'm not as in shape or was motivated today. And the kid who won today is faster than me, and I knew that I wasn't going to be able to beat him, so I really didn't push as much. So I should have been able to break into the 17s otherwise, or should have broke into the 17s otherwise. I guess there was really no point pushing myself when I knew I wasn't going to win. But either way, it's a fun course. I like doing it every year because the people are really nice to me. It's a nice organization. Community Options. It's like an organization for people with mental disabilities. It supports them. So I always like to come down and give them my money. And you do get get a nice t-shirt. This is like a $22 t-shirt because you see the tag. Suggested retail is 22 bucks. Got some snacks. They give everybody like a finisher's medal. Then I got my trophy for finishing 2nd overall. So it's worth it. They have Dunkin' Donuts and coffee. It's bananas and oranges and water at the finish line as well. They had Gingerbread Man timing it this year, which is nice. Overall, I guess I'm happy with how things went today. Yesterday, like, my legs were completely dead and my knees were inflamed for some reason, which never happened. I never have like my knees on fire. So it was kind of weird. I actually took a pain pill last night. Well, not like a pain pill, but some kind of like Advil or Tylenol, I don't know what it was, for the inflammation. So I wasn't really expecting much today, but I did feel good this morning when I was jogging around. I did like 3 or 4 tenths before the race around the park. My legs seemed to feel good, but I knew there wasn't enough juice to really like contend. But the weather this year was really awesome. It was the hottest it's ever been. It was like 50-some degrees when we started. It's like 50, well, it says 56 right now. So it's gotten a little bit hotter. So for February 10th, you can't ask for better weather. I've been saying that a lot lately, but you really can't. So I got to run without a shirt today. I know people enjoy that all the time. And just my compression shorts, no gloves or gaiter, so that was awesome for this time of year. I'm very happy with that. And I think the weather just put me in a good mood and everybody else in a good mood, because watching people finish, everybody seemed to be happy with their time and how they did. And I do think a lot of it had to deal with the weather, and people just ran better because the warmer weather compared to the cold, they're just going to run faster. So people were happy with their times and what they were expecting, which is awesome. The volunteers were all awesome today. We'll say they do a good job. Like, there's enough signage, but I know the course, so I really don't have to pay attention to the signs or volunteers at all, since I've done this course so many times. The one thing that I will remember from the race this year is probably about, we'll just call it 2.5 into the race. I heard this horn at this one intersection. First I thought they were just like cheering me on, giving a little courtesy like honk, but then I noticed it went on for like 10-15 seconds, like as I was coming in and then passing. So it was just somebody being an asshole. Volunteers even said about it, that was the only like issue that they had, was that one person that laid on their horn. But they stopped the traffic for me, so I'm appreciative of that. didn't really have a race strategy per se going in, because the kid who won, I saw him and I was like, well, I ain't gonna be able to beat him, so I was just gonna run and do my thing and see how the cards played out for second and third. But I was gonna try to draft off of him early on. I did for maybe 30 seconds, and I tried to take some tangents out as he went wider, but I knew it really wasn't going to help today, so I don't want to say I gave up, but I sort of pulled back a little bit more earlier than I normally would. Like a mile in, he had 7 to 10 seconds on me, I think, roughly. And then by like 2, he had 30. I was just like, there's nothing I can do, and there's no point in burning up, because I had 30 seconds to a minute from third, that 2 miles in. But I definitely could have broke into the 17s today again. 18:02, I definitely could have pushed and knocked a couple seconds off easily. So my time was a little bit deceptive, but whatever. I'll take it with how I felt yesterday, and just enjoying the race in general because of the weather and the crowd atmosphere. Just everybody seemed to be having a good time, even though half the field, I think, scattered after they finished. I don't know where everybody seemed to have went, because the crowd seemed a hell of a lot bigger at the start of the race than the finish. So that everybody just must have gotten their cars and went home. But whatever. The course itself is not hard. It's a pretty standard course for the Latrobe, but the bunny hop and the turkey trot do it. The 5 miler uses the same course, but they just add obviously like 1.9 more miles around a couple more blocks. So it's a pretty standard course for Latrobe that multiple races use throughout the year. There's really only 2 hills for the 5K, and they might be like 20-30 feet of gain. So the way they are, by the time you notice them, you're already flattened back out or back downhill. So they're not really, they're more speed bumps than hills. Around the other half of Latrobe, because we start at the stadium where the high school football team is, on the track field as well. In the parking lot, we start and finish in the parking lot. But yeah, a lot of people out today around the park, Legion Keener, and also a lot of people out and around, walking around town because of the weather. So, I mean, obviously though, the race starts at 10 o'clock, so people should be up and out of bed. There's definitely a lot of people out, even jogging and stuff, coming into town this morning and around the park more than normal, because again, it's usually really shitty temperature wise, like teens, if not single digits, frosty and cold or snowy, icy. So I'll take it this year. Don't know what to really say. Nothing really too exciting happened, except for like the race itself just seemed to go by really fast. It didn't, I was aware of everything going on during the race and my surroundings, and I could tell you a lot more in details if I really wanted to, but when I finished, it seemed like I was only running for 5 minutes, not like 18. It just, for some reason, just seemed to be over with so quickly today. I don't know. But you'll have those days and you be thankful for them, because it doesn't drag out. It also means you're not like having a bad time, like mentally or like physically, because you're not having like issues during the race. So I don't know. Not much to really say today that I haven't said before about it. Just happy I went. Overall happy with how I performed with my fitness level and just how people were in general, seeing some people today. So I want to keep it basic today, simple, short. That's about it.